Hi everybody, welcome to Unbound Wisdom. Today's topic is heavily influenced by my guides. They've been nudging me to do this for a bit now, and I've been very hesitant. And the reason is I wasn't sure how the topic would be received. I recognize it may not be a popular opinion, but I feel like it's important to be said. So here I am. We're going to talk about the holidays. And I'm going to start with a confession. Ever since about age 5, I have had an intense dislike and a very strong dread for the holidays. And it starts right about now, right around Thanksgiving time. The reason that I think that this has happened to me, even as a little child, I picked up on the energy of the collective and the energy of my close family unit. Though the holidays are supposed to be filled with so much joy and love and happiness, that's a surface level thought, but I can tell you from being able to pick up on energy so keenly, that's not really the case for everybody. The collective energy wave that comes about this time of year is filled with stress and rush and worry and this drive for perfectionism that's almost suffocating. It truly can be suffocating. And I think this is what was happening even as a 5-year-old when I looked around and I thought, what is wrong with me? Why do I hate the holidays? I'm supposed to love them, right? And I didn't. I think that I was picking up on, in our household, the societal programming that my parents had around what the holidays were supposed to be. Very well intentioned, both of my parents. My mom especially, because she's the one that was in charge of doing all the planning, the executing, the shopping, the wrapping, everything that goes into the holidays. She was the person that took care of all of that. And she really tried to shelter my sister and I from her feelings around it. But I could sense that there may have been joy, but it was completely overshadowed by stress and anxiety and this quest for perfection. And I can't fault her for it. Really, she just wanted the best for my sister and I. She wanted the best and the quote unquote most perfect holidays because this is how it has to be. This is the tradition. This is how we do it. And above that, I could also sense kind of a heaviness in the air around finances around that time of year. Although my parents tried to shelter us from that as well. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, and very much my parents wanted to provide the very best experience for my sister and I that they could. And I could sense that they were making a lot of sacrifices in order to pay for the quote-unquote perfect Christmas. And as grateful as I am, I really am highly grateful for the upbringing that I had and for their sacrifices. I could always sense that stress and worry in the air. And sadly, the magic of the season was overshadowed by that stress. So then fast forward into my adult years where I had a family of my own, I recognize myself doing the same thing to my family because I had so bought into the societal programming as well that a perfect Christmas looks like this. I should do things because this is the way we've always done them. So even though I don't really want to, I'm going to because we have to, all the societal programs that I bought into, especially as a young mom. I recognized at one point that I was perpetuating the same stress loop on my kids, and it was a complete train wreck by Christmas time because I was so frazzled and my kids picked up on it. And I remember even at one point, one of my daughters said, "Mom, why do you hate Christmas?" And I thought, wait, you can tell? I'm trying to hide it, guys. And I think that was a really pivotal moment for me because I realized that I didn't want to be like that anymore. And then I went through my awakening process where I had opened my eyes even further to the fact that the world is not as we've been taught all growing up necessarily. And I really saw through the programming that is the holiday season on a societal level. And I could see the angles, I could see the marketing, I could see what they're trying to do with the consumerism gone amok and the pressure to buy. The pressure to make it look a certain way in order to be accepted, in order to be loved, in order for you to have the quote-unquote perfect family, the quote-unquote perfect family Christmas, right? I could see through that at one point, and ever since then, I've taken lots of steps every single year to bring Christmas back to the way that I really want it to be, which is heartfelt, which is centered with love and joy and abundance and things that are not material, right? And to really bring the richness of the holidays back, the richness of experiences, the richness of heartfelt connections with people I genuinely care about, right? Really been trying to bring that back in every year. But this year, I'm very, very, very committed to doing this. I'm going to bring a holiday rich in experiences to my family. So I'm sharing this with you guys today in case you recognize yourself at all in the earlier versions of me. Maybe this is something that you would like to take on as well as a challenge to yourself, maybe to let go of some of that perfectionism or let go of some of those expectations from society in order to really draw the richness of the season back to your life and to your family. This year, I want to shatter that old paradigm, and it's going to be amazing. What I have done is I have come up with a list for myself, because I like lists. You guys know me by now. I vow to only add to my holiday lineup something that will include a rich experience for myself or for another. First item that I'm going to have on my list of criteria is, will this foster a deep and loving connection? Second item, will this bring abundance in an area that is not material? And third item, will this bring joy, love, or gratitude to my circle? So this is a list of criteria that I'm going to use for any decision that I make during the holidays. This could be, what am I going to commit my time to? This could be, what tradition am I going to do? This could be, what kind of gifts am I going to give, right, this year? And every single decision that I make this holiday, I'm going to compare it to that list of criteria. And if it doesn't make the cut, it doesn't make the cut. Really, the most important thing that we can do is ask, why do we have this tradition? Like, really take a deep dive into why we're doing what we're doing. It goes back into realizing whether we're following unconscious programming and doing it just because we're supposed to, have always done it in the past, because our parents expected it from us, because our pastor expects it from us, whatever it is, whatever the case may be. It's really about taking back our own sovereignty and saying, hey, I get to choose what my Christmas is like. I get to choose what my holiday season is like for me and my family. And I am choosing a rich holiday, rich in experiences, right? Ask and really feel into, am I doing it because I have to? Because of programming, or am I doing it because I genuinely want to, and it's in alignment with what I want my holidays to be? And then the second piece behind this is a really good indication. Is this a hell yes, or is it a no? Because if we spend a lot of time trying to go back and forth, like, I don't know, should I go to the party, should I not? I'm not sure, If it's not a total yes, 100%, it fits my criteria, I'm going, then don't waste your time on it, right? Because a big part of the holidays is trying to enjoy the experience instead of rushing from event to event to event, rushing from responsibility to responsibility to responsibility. Instead of doing that, I really would like to see the holidays where we are enjoying each of the rich experiences that we have put into our holiday season, because we get to create what we want. We get to create it. So I wanted to go over real quickly, when we're making this decision, we will know if it's the right decision and the right thing to do if it is coming from our heart. And really, a lot of people may not understand what that feels like, so I wanted to go over it real quick. A few things that you will know if you are in your heart when you're making a decision. So really, you just want to focus your energy on your heart space. You want to feel that warmth in your heart, and then you want to ask yourself the question, whatever it is that you're trying to decide on. And if you are in a heart-centered place, you will feel calm, you will feel certain, you will feel expansive. And you can even try it right now, like drop down and really notice what your heart feels like. And if you're having trouble really tuning into that area, you can think about something that really makes you smile. Think about someone you love deeply. Think about a pet. Think about a really fun vacation that you've been on, or a really rich experience that you had that just brings a smile to your face. How does that feel in your heart when you recall some of these things? That's the feeling of being in your heart. So anytime you're making a decision, drop down into that feeling. And then you'll know that you're making it from a heart-centered place. I'm going to do an example real quickly. If you guys like the criteria that I've written, because I want to have a rich experience for myself or for another person during this holiday season, and I've already read you my criteria, I'm going to do an example real quick. This is actually a real one for my life. There's a accountant party that we get invited to every year. Our accountant's a great guy. It's a large party. I think he invites all of his clients, so there's a lot of people there. Most likely they don't know whether we're there or not, right? It's just a holiday, like an office party. Very kind and generous that they would put this on for their clients, absolutely. But as I feel into the decision, should I go to my accountant's office party? Which in past years, I would have gone because I would have felt like, oh, I have to go. I totally have to go. I got this invite in the mail and yes, I have to go. But this year, I'm going to feel into that decision, dropping down into my heart, feeling what it feels like in my heart. I ask myself, does this foster a deep and loving connection? No. Does this bring abundance in an area to an area in my life that is not material? No. Does this bring me joy, love, or gratitude into my circle? And this is, for me, personally, feeling into it right this second. No, it does not. So I know for sure that I'm going to respectfully decline the invite with lots of gratitude for them for thinking of me. Thanks for thinking of me, you guys. I'm just not going to come this year, but thank you. Because I know that it's not going to add to the richness of my holiday experience. That I'm creatively crafting for myself because I get to do that, right? For you, if you like these criteria, please use them. But it also might be helpful if you have criteria of your own as you're crafting what you want your holiday experience to be. Maybe you feel into your heart again and write out your own criteria that you can hold up to any decision that you're making. Just makes it a lot easier to make sure that everything that we're doing is in alignment with the experience that we want to create, right? I always have found it so ironic, the idea of surviving the holidays. That's actually a thing, and you see it all over this time of year. Why are we surviving the holidays, guys? Why is that a thing? Why are we expected to survive the holidays? No, we get to pick. I'm going to pick to thrive during the holidays. I'm going to bask in the richness of the experience that I have cultivated for myself. So I invite you to do that as well. And lastly, what I really wanted to also include in the video today are some techniques that you can use if you are going to a large gathering and you are highly sensitive to energy or you're empathic. Even say the gathering makes the cut. It's going to add to the richness of your holiday experience, and you're going and you're excited. There still could be a little bit of difficulty in dealing with all of the energies, especially if it is a very loud space, a very hectic space, lots of energy coming at you. I recognize that that's kind of difficult at times to deal with as a highly sensitive person. So I have a few things that I wanted to suggest that you can do in order to make the most of the party that you're going to. The first thing that I find so important is going to the event with a full cup, so to speak. So for me, I plan to spend some alone time prior to the event. I also try to spend time in nature that day if I possibly can. Many of my clients find it quite beneficial to spend time in nature as well, because it recharges our energy field and it grounds us, and a lot of people, it truly just puts them in a great spot going into the hectic event, right? You could do a meditation practice. That would be very beneficial. You could also do an embodied movement practice. It's been coming up so often for me, the Tai Chi, the practice of Tai Chi. So many of my friends love it, and a lot of empaths love it as well, especially people that are sensitive to energy. So if you like Tai Chi, maybe just a 5-minute, very quick practice. Or yoga, also amazing. A 5-minute sun salutation series, just to really get yourself centered and get yourself feeling good before you go to the event. Try to be rested if you can. And free from stress and anxiety when you walk in the door. Also, I have a protective shielding practice that I will link below. Now, I don't often recommend proactive shielding on a consistent basis to my clients. However, there's instances that, especially if you're going to be in a large crowd with a lot of energy, it might be a great idea for you to do a little bit of shielding prior to that. And really all that's going to do is make an energetic barrier between you and other people and the other energies in the room. So you're not absorbing their energy, which is great. And you're also not giving all of your energy away. You're still going to be able to feel things, which I love. But it's just the energy, the exchange isn't going to be there. So it won't be as draining for you. I'm going to link that below. It's a maybe 15-minute protective meditation exercise, and we use the power of the archangels. We call for help from the archangels in setting up the shields, and it's a really nice practice for a busy day like Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner or a large holiday party. Now, that's prior to going to the event. Now, during the event, I highly recommend that you take breaks or quiet time here and there, every hour or so, just to recenter yourself. Especially if it's a long day, if it's 8 hours and you're in one place for 8 hours that's loud or, full of a lot of different energies, taking a little bit of break here and there can be really, really beneficial. You're going to ground and replenish your energy. And I want to share with you today at the end of the video, we're going to close with a few capsule phrases that were shared with me by my mentor. His name's Matthew Mornian. He runs the School of Multidimensional Intuition, and he's absolutely brilliant with energy work and energy healing of the energy body and the mental and the emotional bodies. Absolutely brilliant. So he said it was okay for me to share these capsule phrases with you today, and we will do that. Really what they are is they're basically like mantras. And when we use them, we really target energy in a certain area of the energy body. Today, we're going to do the Earth Star Chakra, which is the chakra that's 6 inches below our feet. And we're also going to do the Crown Chakra, which is like right on the top of our head. So I'll share those with you so that when you are at your event, if you could excuse yourself, maybe a couple hours in and do the capsule phrases, do the quick clearing, you will feel so much better because you'll be able to ground everything out and you'll be able to actually replenish your energy field, drawing in through your crown. So as we close out the video today, I will share those with you and we'll do a real quick practice. But then after your event is over, depending on how you feel, really feel into how you're feeling that day, it's really great to spend a little time in nature again. It's also great to take a salt bath or a shower. Those are some of my favorites. Just because I recognize that, the event might be over and it might be better for you in the long run to, again, recharge and ground your field. Just clear your energy field out after you have left the event. I will also link below a video for you that I did several months ago. It's about building a robust energy body, and the topic that we're covering is the difference between charging our field and clearing our field. And I give you kind of tips to know the difference between the two and what you can do for either. If you're interested, I'll link that as well. You guys are going to have all the tools today to make sure that your party is fun, enjoyable, and that you don't feel like crap for a couple weeks after the holidays are over. So, before we go into that mantra at the end, I just want to impart my wishes for you guys to have a meaningful and heartfelt holiday season, and to be able to use this time as a period to enhance the richness of your human experience, to find deep joy, deep heartfelt connection with others, and just a meaningful, expansive time of the year, because we get to create it that way if we want to. So let's do the capsule phrases quickly. A lot of people like to put their feet flat on the ground for it, but it's up to you. Feel it out. Feel what feels good to you. And you may close your eyes if you'd like. I like to start with a tall back if that feels good. And we're going to start with 3 deep breaths. We're going to take a deep breath in, holding at the top for a second. And on the release, you can sigh if you want. Again, deep breath in. And you can also make a noise like a steam valve. Just letting all of the burdens out, all of the heaviness or expectations for the day. Big breath in. And on the exhale, that one feels good for me today, so I'll probably stick with that one for my third. Big breath in. And exhale. Really letting everything go, letting all of your cares go for the day. And bring your attention now to the base of your feet. You're going to focus on an area that's about 6 inches below the soles of your feet, the Earth Star Chakra. And as you do this, you might notice a tingle at the bottom of your feet or a little bit of warmth as you focus your attention down there. And the capsule phrase for the Earth Star Chakra is Ma Ru Va. And we will do it 3 times. And take a deep breath in, holding at the top for a second. And on the release, Ma Ru Va. And again, deep breath in, focusing all of your attention down at the Earth Star Chakra. Hold it, and on the release, Ma Ru Va. And again, deep breath in. Hold it, and on the release, Ma Ru Va. Very good. We've activated the Earth Star Chakra, grounding all of the energy down to the bottoms of our feet, down to Mother Earth. Now we bring our attention to the crown chakra, right at the top of your head. And here you may feel a little tickle, or like a gust of wind is going across the top of your hair as your crown chakra is open and activated. And the capsule phrase for the crown is Ogam Satyam Om. And take a deep breath in, holding at the top. And on the release, Ogam Satyam Om. Pulling in the energy through the crown, allowing it to flow through your body. Again, deep breath in. Hold it. And on the release, Ogam Satyam Om. And last one, deep breath in. Hold it. And on the release, Ogam Satyam Om. Very good. And you feel the infinite energy flowing in through your crown and grounding through Mother Earth. Very good, guys. So let me know if you try any of these suggestions throughout the holiday season. My wish for you guys through the next couple weeks is just to really create the experiences that you want, feeling into your heart and deciding what you want your holidays to be. Really appreciate you being here with me today. It means a lot to me. Until next time.